Hi everybody, Miss Lorenz here. I'm going to talk about 3.3 and 3.4 together for 7th grade math. That's because we're talking about percent change and percent error. So, notebooks out. Let's write some things down. So first of all, I want you to write down the percent equation that we have right here. And so this looks like a proportion. Remember, a proportion is where we set equal our two ratios. So this is going to be an important equation that we use. So we know that we're going to take a part out of a whole to get our percent out of 100. Remember, that's what a percent means, is per 100. So we're going to use this to help us find parts or wholes. But in this case, take a look at this. So to find the part, we're going to take the percent times the whole. All right. So here's an example of a problem. Hopefully this will help. So let's say that this person is 60 inches tall and she has blue hair and she is reaching up and she's able to reach up to 75 inches, like her top reach when she puts her hands above her head. So we're going to try to figure out what percent, so we're trying to find percent, of her total vertical reach is her height. We want to know what percent of this total vertical reach is her height. Is she able to, is her height 50% of her total reach? Is it 60% of her total reach? Is it 70% of her total reach? We're going to figure that out. So we're going to use this percent equation. So we have our part divided by our whole equals our percent out of 100. So our part is our 60 inches, right? Because we're trying to figure out what percent of the vertical reach is her height. So the height is the part. So we have our 60 out of 75 is the whole, because that's what we're trying to find the percent of. So 60 75ths equals P over 100. Now we want to see, all right, so this is our unknown right here. So we're trying to figure out, all right, how do I get from 75 to 100? Well, I multiply by 1 1/3. So 75 times 1 1/3 is 100. So then I have to do the same thing up here. 60 times 1 1/3 gives me my P. So my P is equal to 80. And 80 hundredths is 80%. So this means in this problem that she's 60 inches. She has a 75-inch reach. And so her height is 80% of her total reach. All right. I know these problems can be confusing, so let's do a few more. In this problem, we have a pair of really cute shorts that are $28, and they have been marked up. So this is the markup price. So that's not what the store owner purchased them for. That's what the store owner is selling them for. So we're going to try to figure out what the price was in the beginning. So here's what we know. We know that the store owner always marks everything up at 115%. I don't think that's super common. A lot of times it's like bigger than that, like 150% or even 200%, you guys, but we're going to go with it. So we have our part. We're going to use that same equation. Our part equals our percent times our whole. So our part then, our percent is our 1 1500ths, because I turned that percent into a decimal, times our whole, that's what we don't know, equals our 28, which is our part. So let me put a box around this right here so you can see what we just did. This is our percent. This is our whole. That's what we're trying to find. We don't know how much it was to start with. That would be our whole. And then this is the part that we have. This is how much the pants are being sold for today. So since we're multiplying times our whole, we have to get rid of it. So we're going to divide by 1.15 so that we can isolate just the whole over on this side. We could just say W. And then we're going to, of course, then divide by 1.15 over here. And 28 divided by 1 and 1500ths gives us $24.35. This was our original price then. That's our part, or that's our whole, our original price. Then we apply 115% markup. We end up with $28. All right, let's take a look at this one. This is a commission problem. Commission is like an above and beyond amount of money that you earn. So like if you're at say a car dealership, and I actually don't know if they do this anymore, but you earn a set amount every hour that you work, but then you also can get a commission. So it's above and beyond money based on like say how many cars you sell. So maybe you get a 12% commission, which means you get 12% of every sale as above and beyond bonus money. Then it's going to motivate you, right, to sell more. So we're going to try to figure out what is the amount on a 12% commission if you sold a $1,000 car, let's say. So we have to find what is 12% of $1,000. Well, this should ring a bell in your head when you see of, and you should think, oh, well, I know of in math is multiplication. So 12% is 0.12 of, I'm going to multiply by $1,000. So 12% of $1,000 is $120. So you're not only getting that $1,000, right? But you also got that 120. So you got that commission on top of it. 1,120 was total earned. And lastly, let's take a look at this shirt. We'll say the shirt is on sale for $21.75. And so we're going to figure out the percent. Okay, so what we have to know here is we have to know that the shirt was originally priced at $30. So it was a $30 shirt that's on sale for $21.75. So we're going to take our part, that's $21.75. That's going to be equal to the percent times the whole. Remember, the whole is our original price. So just like before, since we're multiplying by 30 here, we want to divide by it. So we're left just isolating our percent. Then we have to divide over here by 30. So $21.75 divided by 30 is 0.725. Remember, this is in decimal form, so we need to move it 2 places to turn it into a percent. So that would be 72.5 or 72.5%. So you're paying 72.5% of the original price. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of a lot. So hopefully that was enough to get you guys going. I want you to do both of these sections, 3.3 and 3.4, before you do a superset. And I look forward to meeting with you then. Thanks for listening, everybody.